So, but if this bill passes, is there a possibility that the DEA or the FBI could come and shut down dispensaries? Like,
Yep.
is there a possibility? So what can we do about that? Is there anything?
Well, traditionally, like, okay, Montana's medical marijuana law does not specifically say they can have dispensaries. So they rated all of those. Washington doesn't necessarily legally, they can't have dispensaries either. But they've only rated a few of those. So, I mean, there's, the U.S. government is schizophrenic on marijuana is what it, you know, okay, it has no medical benefit, which is what Schedule I narcotics are. That's where marijuana's at, right beside heroin. It's a Schedule I narcotic. No medical benefit. But they've got a patent on it as medicine. But they distribute it as medicine. It was in the pharmacopoeia until 42. There's some schizophrenia going on there.
Well, what about the fact that more people die every day due to prescription medication than, I mean, you don't ever hear about anybody overdosing on marijuana. The only thing that ever happens is they don't have any food in their cabinets afterwards, you know? I mean, how can someone logically assess that and say that marijuana is not good?
Yeah.
Reefer madness.
I mean, there's been, for years and years and years, there has been tons of spurious propaganda, and there was, during the, especially, I mean, this generation has got a lot better handle on it because, I mean, a lot of us got to do with the internet and everything. I remember in the 80s just trying to find a book on marijuana. And you just about couldn't do it, you know. So I think the information age has made a lot of difference in the way things are done now.
You could find Reefer Madness.
Hey, that's a great movie if you can get a copy of it. Get some friends over.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can get a copy of it and have some friends over. It is hilarious.
Watch that 70s show episode where they spoof it. It's a lot better.
I got a question about price. Is this going to follow a free market kind of economics, or is this going to be price setting? Or
Well,
there's nothing in there setting the prices as of yet.
and we're looking at our legislators to help us out there. You know, they're gonna have to really dig deep and say, you know, they're gonna set the prices that you pay for your card that says that you are a medical marijuana patient. You know, and they're going to set the prices for your card that says you are a caregiver, you're a grower. No?
Grower?
A grower?
Ain't no fee on no caregiver.
Well, I was considering a grower a caregiver.
Well, okay.
But you know, they're going to set those fees. And of course, it can't be outrageous because there's other states out there that have this. So they're going to have to fall in line there, you know. And me, I'll pay $150, $200 to have a card that says I can grow this year.
all right. So my question really didn't. I didn't mean to address licensing. I meant to address how much is the medicine going to cost. Is that going to be a free market, or is that going to be set?
I imagine it will be, but you know, in the dispensary setting, traditionally in these other states, you know, there's $20 a gram. Washington, top shelf, Steve Elliott said it was $10 a gram. But then you go to California and there's people paying $20, $25 a gram. And I know people in this state that are paying $20 a gram for, you know, for homegrown, local.
Not really medicinal, some of it.
The market's already there. The prices are already established.
Yeah,
Most black market prices, so.
Yeah.
I think it would be difficult too with like the dispensary setup. I guess if you had two in one city, they could compete against each other. And one could drop their prices a little bit to try to get more people to go there.
There's
And then
gonna be
the other
some
one
competition.
should have some
There's-
sort of bottoming out
Yeah.
in the dispensary market.
But my confections are the best, you guys are good.
That's like a something that you have to take into consideration is
understand you want to prevent a Wild West situation, but the more specific you regulate, how many dispensaries you can have, who can grow, how much they can grow, that's all going to convert the free market effects on bringing prices down.
Yeah.
Well,
And one more question, and I really want you to address this. What can we do to help you guys out to get this legislation passed? You think it's gonna get passed, but what can we do to help?
yeah, I think it's gonna get passed. Biggest thing, I mean, anytime, you know, we're a grassroots organization, the biggest thing that anybody can do for a grassroots organization is write letters, write your congressman, I mean, your Alabama representative, your Alabama senator, write a letter to the newspaper. We've got all kinds of activities going on. We have a Facebook account, Alabama. It's Alabama, actually, the profile is actually Alabama MMJC because they wouldn't let us spell everything out, but join it, and that's the best way to keep up with what's going on. You know, we've got events, we'll have that kind of information coming out as it happens. We're gonna be having some, not really protests, just some, you know, events. I'm actually talking to the university here. We are a nonprofit. We may actually be getting a couple of interns to work in the legislative section next year from the university here. And I mean, just the best thing right now would be to get in touch, get with us on Facebook or through the website, and everything comes out through then, what we're doing at what particular times and so forth.
I think that's all the time we have, so